What's up? What's that?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the campus of Dyersburg State Community College here at Jeff Agee Field. This is David Ray. Thanks for joining us here on Huddle.
Beautiful Dyersburg State Community College campus. We're excited to have you with us today.
Conference action here today at Dyersburg State with the visiting Cleveland State Cougars.
Take on the Cleveland State Cougars. Before the first pitch,
Doubleheader action yesterday.
Batting first.
The two teams split yesterday as Dyersburg State dropped the first one 15-1.
At second.
And a gem of a game by Cy Manus in game 2, and they win. Dyersburg State wins 5-2.
Evan Leonard. Batting fourth.
So the rubber match here today, a 9-inning single game.
At third, number 21, Wade Harper.
Starting lineups being introduced now. Coaches and umpires have met, gone over the ground rules and exchanged lineups. We'll go over the starting lineups as well. First for the visiting Cleveland State Cougars, who set atop the conference with an overall record of 30-17 and 20-6 in conference play. The shortstop, John Reed, will lead off, followed by the big stick of Nolan Sargent, the second baseman. Evan Leonard will DH and hit third. Nelson McKnight will be the first baseman. And in the 5 spots, Quade Carver, he'll play third. The right fielder, Samuel Frumby, will hit 6th. And in the 7th spot is the left fielder, Hank Adams. Jordan Smith will do the catching and hit 8th. And the center fielder in the 9th spot is Nate Severance. On the mound is Braden Suggs.
Batting fifth, as designated
For the Dyersburg State Eagles, coached by Cooper Going, they sit in 7th place currently in the conference with an overall record of 16-27 and 10-16 in conference play.
Batting eighth, catching.
A chance today to take their 4th conference series
and batting ninth
of the season.
Number 27,
Jordan Williamson will lead off today and play third base, followed by the right fielder, Brady Byers. Holden Strain will play center and hit third. The second baseman is Duke Samples, and in the 4th spot, Connor Vaughn will DH today and hit 5th. Braden Turner is the left fielder, followed by Wyatt Diffie at first base, and Dylan Phillips will do the catching. Sam Belt is the shortstop, and Bennett Stutz, the right-hander, on the mound. We'll have the national anthem.
that Bartley committed to Tampa Bay. You remember the I found that crazy though.
Bennett Stutz completes his warm-up tosses for Dyersburg State and will be set for live action. Stutz, 5'10" sophomore from Atoka. Stutz 3-4 on the season. His 11th appearance, 11th start, 1 complete game. 47 2/3 innings pitched, 68 hits, 44 runs, 38 of those earned, 19 walks, 31 strikeouts, with a 7.17 ERA. Stutz tasked to hold this Cleveland State Cougar lineup at bay today. They come in with 90 home runs total as a team. Hitting a robust 328 as a group. First pitch from Bennett Stutz in there for strike one. 10:15 start time, 63 degrees here in Dyersburg, Tennessee. The 0-1 lifted into shallow right field. Byers is camped under that. He one-hands it and quickly one out. So John Reed retired.
Number 8, Nolan Sargent.
The big stick of Nolan Sargent steps into the box. Sargent sits amongst the leaders in almost every offensive category. 461 batting average, second in the conference. 73 RBIs, and this one lifted into right center field, and it gets down and splits the gap. Great diving effort from Byers, but Sargent will end up with a stand-up double.
Now batting number 27, Evan Leonard.
Rain here this morning in Dyersburg. Outfield grass, natural grass here, and it's a bit soaked. So prepare to use some baseballs today. Turf infield, which makes today possible. The one out, the runner at first for the DH, Evan Leonard. He cues one to the first base side, foul. Diffie will pick that one up. Leonard hitting 349. 52 RBIs, second on the team. He has 16 homers as well. A bouncer to the third base side is foul, and quickly 0-2 on the DH, Evan Leonard. Sargent at second, 14 of 17 stolen base attempts, so he can run. Middle infielder with good pop. Slow back up breaking ball from Bennett Stutz, and he gets a swing and a miss somehow.
Now batting number 16.
For out number 2. Leonard fooled by the speed of that one there. Wind blowing right to left here in Dyersburg. Much needed rain last night and today. Change up, down and away. Good pitch from Stutz, but no offer by the first baseman Nelson McKnight. McKnight hitting 357 of his own with 13 homers and 45 RBIs. How hard one gets away from the catcher Phillips, and we'll score that as a pass ball. We'll see how Game Changer scores that one.
He's probably going to
Pass ball it is. Roll over ground ball to the first base side. Diffie playing deep. He'll corral that one and step on the bag, and just like that, Bennett Stutz puts up a 0 here in the first. No runs on a hit, no errors and a runner left. No score after 1/2. Williamson, Byers, and Strain as Dyersburg State looks to win the first inning.
Now batting, number 14, Jordan Williamson.
Right-hander Braden Suggs completes his warm-up tosses. Redshirt sophomore, 6'1", from Bearden High School, transfer from Milligan College from Knoxville, Tennessee. Suggs sets amongst the top of the conference as well in most pitching categories. First pitch to Jordan Williamson in there for a called strike. Suggs second in the league in ERA at 4.27. 6 wins, third in the conference. And he leads the conference in strikeouts with 82. Next pitch to Williamson outside. Suggs 6-0 on the season. His 11th appearance, 11th start, 59 innings, 55 hits, 32 runs as Williamson swings and misses to run the count to 1-2. 28 of those 32 runs earned, 18 walks, a massive 82 strikeouts. Foul ball off of the leg of Williamson. Opponent's hitting .244 with a 4.27 ERA. Umpire gives Williamson a minute as he fouled one off of the leg, apparently missing the leg guard. Williamson having a season of his own as he spoils one there. The Dyersburg, Tennessee native, transferred from Walter State and has been a staple in the middle of the order for Cooper Going and the Eagles. 352 is Williamson with 25 RBIs and 4 homers, which is second on the team. As rain begins to fall here at Dyersburg State, Williamson takes one downstairs for ball 2. Suggs gets a sign. Breaking ball, spanked into right field, and that'll one-hop the right fielder for a leadoff single. Good swing by Jordan Williamson. Will Coach Goin decide to use some small ball here to try to win the first inning? We'll see if Byers will be sacrificing to try to move Williamson up 90 feet. Byers is bunting and pulls back, takes strike one. Byers has lifted his average to 258. He's the everyday right fielder now. 2 homers, 23 RBI. Local Dyersburg High School product as well. Teammates with Williamson. Byers shows bunt, doesn't pull back in time, and that's a strike. And a back pick from the catcher Jordan Smith. Picks off Jordan Williamson 2-3. So 1 out and the count 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and Byers is disposed of. And just like that, 2 outs. Bouncer behind the mound by Holden Strain. Infield shifted over. The shortstop has to make a play to his backhand side as he's playing behind the bag at second. John Reed can't throw out the speedy Holden Strain, and that's an infield single. So that'll give second baseman Duke Samples a chance. Pick to first. Strain leaning a bit. Back safely. Probably not the best track today. Conditions slick with the light rain falling. Outfield's wet. Strain with a big lead. He's not running. Breaking ball in there to Samples for strike one. Samples has raised his average to above 300. He's at 306 now with 12 RBIs and 72 at-bats. Another breaker, fouled off of the leg guard of the catcher. 0-2 here with 2 outs and no score here in Dyersburg. Holden Strain at first. Good time to run. He's extended his lead a step or so. He's fake stealing and a bouncer to John Reed, who flips on to the second baseman. And that ends the inning. Samples hits into a fielder's choice. No runs on 2 hits. No errors, no runners left. No score after 1. Carver, Fromby, and Adams for the Cougars after the break. Top of the second. No score here in Dyersburg. First pitch from Bennett Stutz. Up and in to Quade Carver. Carver, the third baseman. Another one up and in, and this time plunks him.
Now batting number 12.
So leadoff hitter on with a hit by pitch for Samuel Fromby. Samuel Fromby. We'll see if Cleveland State will play some small ball. Cleveland State coached by Aaron Bryant, assistant Caleb Orr. That pitch up and away to Fromby. No sign of the bunt there. Backdoor breaking ball in there from Stutz to even the count. Light rain still falling here. Small lead at first as Diffie holds. Two-seam fastball missing away. Williamson's even at the bag at third base. Unconventional double play depth as Samuel Belt plays up the middle, and he'll obviously cover the bag on a ground ball. Samples playing more in the hole and deep with the lefty hitter in the box. Foul ball evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Samuel Fromby. Change up, missing away. And the counts run to full. Fromby hitting .258 with 4 homers and 17 RBIs. The 3-2 misses up and away, and it's not close. First 2 hitters reach for Cleveland State here in the second. A good chance
Now batting number 23.
that the Cougars will be bunting here. Left fielder Hank Adams in the box. Adams, sophomore, 5'10", he lays the bunt down. Only play for Stutz is to flip over to Samples, who's covering first base. And a great sacrifice and good job there by Hank Adams.
Now batting number 14, Jordan Smith.
So everybody moves up 90 feet. First base open for the catcher, Jordan Smith. Swing and a miss. A slow breaker by Stutz. A good pitch to get ahead. Smith, 6-foot freshman from Cleveland, Tennessee, prepped at Walker Valley. He's hitting .192 with a homer and 13 RBIs. Just looking to get something to the outfield here. Fastball dotted on the white line inside. Stutz doesn't get the call there, but a competitive pitch. Middle infielders are back, conceding a run. Corner infielders playing even. Slow breaker down and away. Stutz being careful here with a base open. The 9 spot, Nate Severance waiting on deck. Another slow slow breaking ball and a slow swing from Smith as he comes up empty, and the count's now 2-2. Two fastballs up and in, and Smith wears that one, and the bases are loaded. So no hits here in the second, but the base is loaded with 2 hit by pitches and a walk. Nate Severance, the center fielder, the chance to hit here with the bases loaded and get the Cougars on the board. Stutz looking to minimize. Gets a breaking ball over for called strike 1. Outfielders straight away. Middle infielders double play depth. Corner infielders playing even. A swing and a miss. And another slow breaking ball. Strikeout or an infield pop would be big here. Instead, it's a line drive to the backhand side of the left fielder. Nice play by Braden Turner on the run to catch that ball. He gets it in quickly. But a sac fly gets the Cougars on the board. So first and second and 2 outs, in the top of the order, John Reed. He takes a breaking ball behind the back, and a nice play by Phillips to catch that one. So 1-0 Cleveland State. Breaker down and away for ball 2. Two-seam fastball in near the thigh of the hitter, and that one gets away from Phillips, and that'll be another pass ball. So second and third, the 3-0 count. Reed will be taking here as Nolan Sargent waits on deck. High fastball, and that loads him up for the conference leader, Nolan Sargent. Coach Cooper makes his way to the mound. We'll have a mound visit. So tons of work here left to do for Bennett Stutz to get out of the second and minimize. Sargent, one of the best hitters in the conference. 461, 20 bombs. 73 RBIs, a double already in this game as he takes strike 1. Breaking ball, fouled off the leg guard. And that's strike 2. Sargent over 3 in game 2 yesterday. One for 2 with 2 runs and an RBI in game 1 yesterday as he fouls the slow breaking ball off to stay alive. Lefty stick, open stance, change up, downstairs. Sargent, 5'9" sophomore from Chattanooga, prepped at McCallie, transfer from Belmont. Another change up and a good block by Phillips to save a run. Count now 2-2 here with 2 outs. And Stutz should be on the attack here as he'll not want to give the runners a chance to get a head start on a 3-2 2-out pitch. Breaking ball lifted to hold and strain. He gets a bad read on it and somehow that ball drops. That ball fisted. Strain's first step was back. Definitely a catchable ball, but with a slow outfield track and wet conditions, that ball falls in front of Strain for an RBI single. Correction, a 2 RBI single. First and third here with 2 outs, and this one skied to deep center field, and Holden Strain gives it a look, but goodbye baseball. Evan Leonard goes big fly and clears the bases. Three-run homer by Evan Leonard.
Now batting number 16, Nelson McKnight.
The hit by pitch and the walk looming large. So the 9th hitter of the inning, Nelson McKnight in the box, and he takes ball 1. No action in the Dyersburg State bullpen. Good fastball above the belt. Inner half by Stutz. Even the count at 1-1. McKnight, a sophomore from Chattanooga, 6'1", played at Baylor. McKnight takes off his elbow guard as if he feels that he was hitting the foot with the bouncing breaking ball, but the home plate umpire says no, sir, and the count's 2-1. So Evan Leonard, with his 17th homer of the season, busts this thing open here early, 6-0 Cleveland State. Stutz misses with a high fastball, and the count's 3-1. Inside slider nearly clips the hitter, and he'll take first base.
Now batting number 21, Quade Kleber.
So another walk. And Cleveland State will send up their 10th hitter of the inning. High fly ball, major league variety to Brady Byers. He settles under it. And finally, the second inning is over. Six runs. On 2 hits. No errors and a runner left. Dyersburg State with some work to do here as we head to the bottom of the second. They trail 6-0. Vaughn, Turner, and Diffie after this. Connor Vaughn leads things off for Dyersburg State as they'll look to answer here, now trailing 6-0. As Cleveland State plates 6 runners in the top of the second inning, including a 3-run homer by Evan Leonard. First pitch in the dirt to Connor Vaughn. Stutz didn't help his calls very much in the second. That pitch down and in for ball 2. Two hit by pitch and 3 walks in one frame. Only 2 hits that frame. Rollover ground ball as Connor Vaughn loses a grip on the bats. Conditions still slightly damp here. Luckily that ball rolls foul. Vaughn pokes one in the right center gap, and that'll be a leadoff single. Good start for Dyersburg State. Connor Vaughn approaching the 300 mark as well. Come in today hitting .389. Braden Turner playing left field today will hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. He shows bunt, pulls back for strike 1. Not sure that Coach Going will want to give away outs at this point in the game, trailing 6. Turner's not bunting, bounces one over the mound, right to the shortstop, John Reed. He steps on second, on to first. And just like that, 2 outs. Wyatt Diffie now with 2 outs. Take strike 1. Diffie hitting .221 with 17 RBIs and 86 at bats. Goes after a breaking ball and comes up empty. From the line, good slider, clips the outside corner from Braden Suggs. And his second strikeout of the game as Wyatt Diffie's rung up. As Suggs faces a minimum in the second. No runs on a hit, no errors, no runners left. Still 6-0 as we move to the top of the third. Fromby, Adams, and Smith after this.
No way.
The first pitch that Samuel Fromby sees from Bennett Stutz is driven to the base of the wall in center field and tracked down by Holden Strain. A good pass by Fromby, but one out.
Is it from me?
Ground ball to the backhand side of Sam Belton. He makes a nice play. Short hop pick by Wyatt Diffie.
Now batting number 14, Jordan Smith.
Hank Adams is retired 6-3 and 2 outs for the catcher Jordan Smith. He was plunked and scored in his previous at-bat. Slider missing just outside. Count now 1-2 here with 2 outs to Jordan Smith.
That was a fast inning.
Swing and a miss. And a good inning by Bennett Stutz. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left. Six to nothing as we move to the bottom of the third inning. Phillips, Belt, and Williamson coming up for Dyersburg State.
batting number 4, Dylan Phillips.
Catcher Dylan Phillips leads things off here in the third for Dyersburg State. He fouls one into the mitt. Phillips, 5'11" sophomore from Munford, Tennessee. Breaking ball in the dirt, evens the count. Phillips hitting below the 100 mark. Only has 16 at-bats. Coach Golan giving him a chance today with Turner playing left field. He fouls one off down the left side. One, two's a breaking ball in the dirt, swung on and missed. Good block by Jordan Smith, and he throws on to first base. Sam Belt now with an out here. The bottom of the third, his first at bat. He shows drag bunt and pulls back. Infield swung around to the left side. The first baseman playing way off the bag in the 4-hole and even. Now he backs up behind the bag a bit. As far off as you'll see a first baseman. The drag bunt attempt this time. Belt comes up empty. Belt hitting 235 at-bats, 4 RBIs on the season. Get over breaking ball, falls in there, and the count quickly 1-2. Suggs now with 3 strikeouts on the day, looking for his 4th. Swing and a miss, and that one's in the dirt. Smith will have to throw to first as he creates a clear throwing lane.
Now batting number 14, Jordan Williamson.
2 outs for the top of the order. Jordan Williamson, he singled and was picked off in the first. Williamson ahead in the count, 1-0 as that one misses. He'll be setting dead red here, the plus count, trying to extend for Brady Byers as he waits on deck. Change up, down and away. Williamson has a case to make the all-conference team as he's been Dyersburg State's most consistent hitter all year. 2-0 change up, gets a check swing from Williamson and he can't hold up. Two-one breaking ball in the dirt. It's Suggs being careful with Williamson here. Outfield swung around to the pull side. 3 infielders on the pull side as the third baseman behind the bag and in the 6-hole well off the line. The only infielder on the left side. Williamson gets a 2-seam fastball running away, and he takes a shot at the left side and fouls it off. 3-2 here with 2 outs. 6-0, Cleveland State leading. backdoor cutter clips the inside corner. Williamson can't pull the trigger, and he's rung up for strike 3. So Suggs strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. Top of the 4th coming. Severance, Reed, and Sargent for the Cougars after this. Center fielder Nate Severance in his second plate appearance. He had a sac fly, scored the first run of the game. He lifts a soft fly ball to Brady Byers. Quickly one out.
Now batting number 2, John Reed.
I keep forgetting when they be getting out so fast. I look like
Shortstop John Reed, flown out to right, walked and scored. He jerks one foul down the left side.
it's his job.
0-1. Good backdoor breaking ball. Clips the corner. Stutz ahead 0-2. The breaking ball been an effective pitch for Stutz. The walk and hit by pitch in the second calls for a long inning. Rollover to Williamson at third. A good two-hop crow hop, and a one bouncer to Diffie, who catches the long hop as Williamson uses the turf
Now batting number 8.
to retire John Reed. 2 outs for Nolan Sargent. He singled in 2 runs and doubled in his first at bat. 2 for 2 on the day. Three infielders on the right side. Outfield's straight away and deep, playing no doubles. Williamson playing in. This ball lifted foul near the third base dugout. Phillips has a play, but can't come up with it, as that one right by the net. Oh, 0-1 to Sargent, misses. So 1-1 now with 2 outs and the base is empty. Stutz looking to put up another 0 and give his team a chance to get back in it. Sargent lifts one out of play near the parking lot. It counts 1-2. No action in either bullpen. Still the starters' game. Light rain still falling here in Dyersburg. Williamson shifts over in the shortstop spot with 2 strikes. Breaking ball down and in, missing. Counts 2-2 now with 2 outs. Breaking ball too close to take and is fouled off. New set of baseballs for the home plate umpire. Fly ball lifted near the left field line. Shallow. Williamson does all he can do to try to make a play. Turner can't get there, and that'll fall in for a Texas leaguer single.
Now batting number 27, Evan Leonard.
Sargent now 3 for 3 on the day. Couple of blue pits and a double.
Instead of them both running at each other, don't move. If you're in each other.
First pitch breaking ball to Evan Leonard's fouled off. The DH homered in his last at bat. He's also struck out. Leonard, a brute of a kid, gets a fastball up and in, and he's plunked. Leonard, 6'1", catcher, righty pitcher, two-way player from Clarksville Academy in Clarksville, Tennessee. So he'll take first base, first and second for Nelson McKnight.
You can definitely get a warning, I think. I don't know if you can tell, though. Probably, like, depending on. Someone needs to be on second base, bro. He's gonna try to steal it. That's it.
Breaking ball down and in, ball 1 to McKnight. And Stutz on the verge here. Pick to second. Sargent's back in time. Stutz needing to minimize here and make a pitch to get out of this. Walks and the hit by pitch have loomed large in this game. Backdoor breaker gets in there for a called strike. McKnight's bounced out to first and walked. Open stance, down on the knob. Takes a hack at a breaking ball and comes up empty. Stutz 1 pitch away now from getting out of this. Wind's laid down a bit here. Breaking ball nubbed to Williamson at third base. He makes a fine play on the run. And that ends the top half of the fourth. No runs on 1 hit. No errors and 2 runners left. Still 6-0 here in Dyersburg. Byers, Strain, and Samples for the Eagles coming up in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch in there from Braden Suggs in the bottom of the fourth is a called strike to Brady Byers, followed by another breaking ball that's in the dirt, and the count even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dyersburg State looking to put up a crooked number and cut back into this lead. A lot of baseball left here, trailing 6-0 in this 9-inning affair. Byers fouls one off the leg guard, and the count now 1-2. Good change up by Suggs to get Byers out in front there. Suggs now with 5 strikeouts through 3 innings. Runs his total to 87 on the season. Bouncer up the middle. Good diving effort by John Reed, but Brady Byers will reach with an infield single.
Now batting, number 1, Strain.
Holden Strain now with nobody out and a runner at first here in the fourth. New baseball as that one trickles into the wet outfield. Pick to first, and Byers is back. Back foot breaking ball missing. Strain to be setting on the fastball here. Soft looping liner falls in front of the right fielder, and he whiffs. The throw will come into second, but Strain will make it in on the diving attempt there. So Strain will be credited with a single, an E9, which allows both runners to move up 90 feet. So second and third. Nobody out for Duke Samples. Dyersburg State in a good spot here with nobody out. The bottom of the fourth. Samples goes after the first one and hits a looping liner to the second baseman. Not what he was trying to do there, and nobody moves up. And 1 out for Connor Vaughn. Infield swings around to the right side for the lefty stick of Connor Vaughn. John Reed playing right behind the bag at second base. Roll over ground ball, and that'll get a run in. The Cleveland State will be fine with taking an out there. An RBI for Connor Vaughn. But he's out, and that's the second out of the inning for Braden Turner now with a runner at third. 6-1 now is the Cleveland State lead. So Turner looking to extend the line. Drives one into the left center gap. But that ball hangs up long enough that Nate Severance tracks it down. And just like that, we move to the fifth. And Dyersburg State gets a run on 2 hits, 1 error, and a runner left. 6-1. Top of the fifth coming. It'll be Carver, Formby, and Adams for the Cougars after this. Fly ball down the right field side, trickles into foul territory, and Byers chases that one down, and quickly Quade Carver's retired with one pitch. Samuel Formby in the box, as I apologize to that young man's parents as I've mispronounced his name. Formby 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored, and he's flied out to center. Fouls that one off.
I'll be able to say objection. The girls coming in, they're going to get something different than what they're expecting.
Huh? She's like, very
Two hopper to Duke Sambles, and Formby's retired. Nice job by Stutz.
Yeah, she said that she's worried that they're not going to like it.
A good pitch there. Hank Adams now with 2 outs. He's laid down a sacrifice bunt, which is part of the big 6-run second inning for the Cougars. And he's also bounced out to short, so 0 for 1 on the day. High fastball for ball 1. Swing and a miss, evens the count. Still no action in either bullpen. Breaking ball in the dirt, no offer. Adams ahead in the count now, 2-1. If he can pass the line, Jordan Smith waits. Fly ball lifted to the right side, and this one is going to get out of play, foul. The 2-2 here with 2 outs. Fouled away, and we'll do it again. Roll over ground ball. Hooks foul of the bag at third base. And we'll do the 3-2 again. As Jordan Smith, or correction, Hank Adams, has worked the count to full. A good at bat for that young man. Decent crowd here today, not the best weather. Foul ball, we'll do it again. Kicking the wine. Breaking ball. Called ball 4. Stutz wanted that pitch, and home plate umpire confirms that that one broke around the plate. Stutz doesn't get the call, and a good at bat by Hank Adams to draw a 2-out walk. Jordan Smith hit by a pitch and scored and struck out swinging. Back in the third. He can't check his swing, and that's strike 1. Long hold for Stutz. Breaking ball. Breaks off the plate. Smith won't chase. Nate Severance waiting if Jordan Smith can move the line. Change up inner half, swung on early and missed. Good pitch from Bennett Stutz with the righty-righty change. That becoming more and more an effective pitch. Runner on the move. That ball down and away. Good throw from Dylan Phillips and a good tag by Sam Belt. And Hank Adams is caught stealing. 2-6. And that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. Still 6-1 here at Jeff Agee Field in Dyersburg. Stay with us, folks, as we move to the bottom of the fifth of this 9-inning game. Diffie, Phillips, and Belt coming up for the Eagles.
This middle school team really good.
Bottom five, 6-1. Cleveland State leads Dyersburg State here, but Wyatt Diffie leads it off and hopes to have an answer. He bounces one to the left side. Nice play by Quade Carver to get the big hop. Throw on the run, and Diffie retired 5-3 on one pitch. So catcher Dylan Phillips now.
It's just this.
Swing and a miss to start Phillips in his at-bat. Followed by another called strike. Quickly 0-2. Change up. Phillips comes up empty. And a 3-pitch at bat. The second strikeout for Dylan Phillips. Six strikeouts now for Braden Suggs. 2 outs for Sam Belt. Belt struck out swinging on a dirt ball in his first at bat. Good changeup in there. Strike one. One breaking ball missing down and away. Suggs in a minus count here. Will have to be aggressive. And he comes in with a fastball. Called up and in. That ball running in off the plate. Good take by Belt. If he can extend the inning, top of the order, and Jordan Williamson waiting. The 3-1's downstairs, and Sam Belt draws a 2-out walk.
Now batting, number 14, Jordan Williamson.
A good time for Jordan Williamson, big fly. Get Dyersburg State back into this one as they trail by 5. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Small lead for Belt at first. Big slow breaking ball in there for strike 1. Williamson hunting the fastball, obviously. Second baseman swung around in the 4-hole. Shortstop Reed playing almost behind the bag as Williamson takes a back foot breaker down and in. Outfield swung around to the pull side a bit as well. From the stretch, another get over breaking ball, more of over the top variety this time. Williamson takes that one for strike 2. Patient at bat by Williamson, but he'll be forced to have to put that breaking ball in play now with 2 strikes. Suggs checks the runner. Breaking ball in the dirt. Great dirt ball read by Sam Belt. And Jordan Smith will have no play. So that'll be a wild pitch. Not a pass ball, folks, as that ball bounces. Second base bag has to be replaced as it's a safety bag, and Belt kicked it as he slid in. He's jumping around at second. Long look by Suggs and a high hard one fouled away as Williamson a little tardy on that one. Two here with 2 outs and a runner at second. Williamson rolls over just inside the bag at first. That's handled by McKnight. Williamson grounds out 3 unassisted, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Still 6-1 as we move to the top of the 6th. Cleveland State leading, and we'll send up Jordan Smith, Nate Severance, and John Reed after the break. This game moving along here, top of the 6th. Jordan Smith was in the box when Hank Adams was cut down trying to steal to end the 5th, and he'll take strike 1 here to begin the 6th. Stutz has settled in a bit, giving his team a chance. Put up zeros since the 2nd. but the 6-run second inning that included 3 walks and a 2 hit by pitch mixed in with a long ball has been costly. The 1-1 missing down and away, fastball that didn't come back. So Stutz decides not to challenge here at 2-1. A breaking ball missing the plate, and at some point he'll have to come after Jordan Smith. Smith 0 for 2, or correction 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch and a run. Fastball up and in, and a leadoff walk to the catcher Smith.
Now batting number 1.
And that'll get the bullpen stirring a bit for Dyersburg State. Movement, pitcher starting to stretch a bit down there. Center fielder Nate Severance in the box, the 9 spot. He's had a sacrifice fly on an RBI and popped out to Byers and right, probably bunting here. He is. That one down and in, nearly clipping the hitter as he barely pulls back. Snap throw from Phillips to first. And Jordan Smith is back safely. The 1-0. Butcher Boy slash bunt variety as Severance shows early, pulls back, spanks one foul down the left side. Don't see the slash bunt utilized very much in college baseball. That'll keep a corner infielder on his toes. The 1-1, the bunt is on, and it's a good one. And this is going to be a tough play. Good push bunt by Nate Severance, and he'll be credited with a single.
Now batting number 2, John Reed.
He placed the ball to the backhand side of Diffie, and he outran the pitcher, Stutz, to first base. Great placement on that bunt. Top of the order, and John Reed, and a good chance the sac bunt is on again. Reed's not bunting, and he goes after first pitch breaking ball and swings and misses.
Uh, 22. I think it's Samuel Barnes.
High fly ball lifted into shallow right field, settled under
It's 22 Sam Barnes.
by Duke Samples. That'll be an infield fly rule.
I think it's 23. Oh yeah, 22. My bad. It's Samuel Barnes.
Samuel Barnes warming in the Dyersburg State bullpen. Stutz 1 pitch away now, but a tough task with Nolan Sargent, who's 3 for 3. Two RBIs and a run scored. Down and in for ball 1. Another pitch downstairs, good block by Phillips, but 2-0 on the lefty hitting Sargent. Backdoor breaking ball, Sargent takes a rip at it and fouls it off his leg guard. Sargent gathers himself and is back in the box, holds his hands low, down on the knob, open stance. Goes after another breaking ball and fouls that one off his leg guard as well.
What'd you say? It seems so much. Well, we learned the other day, we got coach to let us hit some curveballs the other day. He didn't even get to the plate.
Ball gets loose in the bullpen, and we'll have time. Two-two here with one out. Bennett Stutz looking to create soft contact here. Ground ball double play would be nice. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good play by Phillips. 3 infielders on the right side for Dyersburg State, as Belt will be covering the bag on any ground ball double play turned in the middle. Duke Samples on the edge of the grass, deep in the 4 hole, as Wyatt Diffie deep behind the runner at first. Roll over bouncer, foul. Sargent has run the count to full and spoiled that pitch. Stutz makes a pitch and clips the outside corner, and Sargent is rung up, and he's retired for the first time of the day, but more importantly, second out of the inning. Evan Leonard now with 2 outs. He's a 1 for 2 with a 3-run bomb, a strikeout, and a hit by pitch. He's been a problem. Big righty. Stands tall in the box, on the back line, takes downstairs for ball 1. Leonard with 17 homers has a great season. DHing today. Breaking ball off the plate. Good frame job by Phillips, but that one outside. Two-seam fastball down and in, and quickly 3-0 as Stutz being careful with Leonard here. Lefty hitting Nelson McKnight waiting on deck. 3-0 in there below the knee, and a 4-pitch walk to the DH Leonard, and that'll bring out Coach Cooper going. Walk maybe not a bad thing there. Sam Barnes is hot, and we'll see. Coach Goins going to make a move. Slow walk to the mound. So the home plate umpire breaks up the conference on the mound. Coach sticking with his right-hander, Bennett Stutz. First pitch to McKnight is a dribbler that's cut off by Jordan Williamson. He throws across, and that ends the inning. Nice play by Williamson there. No runs on one hit, no errors, 3 runners left. Great job by Stutz to minimize there. But Dyersburg State still trails 6-1. Bottom of the 6th. It'll be Byers, Strain, and Samples for the Eagles after the break. Six to 1 here in the bottom of the 6th, and Brady Byers leads it off for the Eagles, and he goes after the first one and fouls it off. Byers 1 for 2 today with a single and a run scored. Change up, clips the inside corner for strike 2. Byers 258, 124 at bats, 24 runs scored, 32 hits, 23 ribbies, and 2 bombs. Check swing, a breaking ball in the dirt. Nice play by Jordan Smith as that ball got under his face mask. Coach Bryant will come out and check on his catcher. See it all the time for you young catchers out there. Wear a throat guard. Hockey style mask, old school mask and Scully. Either way, wear a throat guard. So Smith's okay, and we're back to live action here with 1 out. Holding Strain in the box. He's 2 for 2. And takes ball 1.
Start calling balls.
Now batting number 12, Duke Samples.
Holder Strain's plunked, and he'll take first base. Give Duke Samples a chance to hit here with 1 out. The home plate umpire clipped on that one as well. Home plate umpire needed a second to recover as that ball clipped him. So big lead by Strain at first. Fake steal, and that one taken downstairs to Duke Samples.
That's what I was talking about. I ain't never said. They just be assuming.
What is assuming? That makes
Braden Suggs has been stingy. And he picks off to first and throws that one away. Strain will shut it down at second. That ball gathered up by the right fielder. So Strain will advance on an error by the pitcher.
Jerry? Oh, Jamari. Is Messi gonna be Messi no matter what? They really ghetto at me, and I don't like that. It's just. They don't even matter. Maybe it really is. She cheats with so many people that she would cheat.
2-0 now to Duke Samples as that misses low. Followed by one away. 3-0 he should be taking here. Seven strikeouts for Braden Suggs. He's looking for another one here. Pick to second to check on Strain. Bennett Stutz at 103 pitches. Anxious to see if he'll be back. Sam Barnes has sat down in the bullpen. It appears Stutz may be coming back. A 3-0 taken for strike one, automatic. Connor Vaughn waiting on deck. 3-1 fastball misses in, and Duke Samples draws a walk. So that should get some movement in the Cougars bullpen. There's a hit by pitch and a walk. Has put Dyersburg State in business here, and the big fly from Connor Vaughn could get Dyersburg State back into this one. Strain with a big jump. Vaughn swings and misses with a stolen base. But Duke Samples doesn't pick him up and is still at first. Samples hopping, or Strain hopping around at second, timed up the pitcher perfectly. That one down in the end to Connor Vaughn. Strain now 18 of 23 stolen base attempts. Good overhand breaker called upstairs. And ball two appeared to be a good pitch from Suggs. Another breaking ball down and in. Vaughn won't chase that one. Count 3-1. Samples fake stealing on that pitch. 6 runs on 5 hits and an error for Cleveland State. 1 run on 5 hits, no errors for Dyersburg State. Good pitch to hit, and Connor Vaughn fouls it back. We'll have a conference on the mound. I have Cleveland State down for 2 errors. The right fielder made an error and the pitcher's made an error. Let's see what Game Changer has. 3-2 pitch to Connor Vaughn. And he's rung up on a backdoor breaking ball, and another strikeout, the 8th of the day for Braden Suggs. That'll leave it to Braden Turner here with 2 outs. He's bounced into a double play and popped out to center. Right-handed action in the Cougars' pen. Delayed steal and a throw to second. Great play by Sargent to keep that ball on the infield as Samples steals second. Turner delivers and smacks one into left field, and we'll have a play at the plate. High throw comes in. Turner moves up on the high throw to second. So 2 RBIs for Braden Turner.
Now, from Dyersburg State, number 21, Wright.
6-3 now, Cleveland State leading. A big fly from Wyatt Diffie here could make things interesting, and we'll have a mound visit from the pitching coach for Cleveland State. So big 2-out hit for Braden Turner. His 21st and 22nd RBI of the season. Mound visit's over. Suggs is still the man for Cleveland State. J.C. Armour, right-hander, warming up in the Cleveland State bullpen. But 2 outs with a runner at second. Breaking ball swung on and missed by Diffie. Suggs at 82 pitches now, 55 of those strikes. Fake steal at second, breaking ball, drops in there for strike 2. Diffie 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Looking to extend the line with Dylan Phillips waiting. Turner's on the move, ball in the dirt. He slides too early and is cut down at third as he never made it to the bag. No reason to be out there as that ball bounced. He just slid too early and didn't make it. So Turner caught stealing to end the inning. Down by 3, don't want to make outs on the bases. But 2 runs. On 1 hit, 1 error. No runners left. 6-3, top of the 7th. Carver, Formby, and Adams for the Cougars coming up. Six to 3 in the top of the 7th. Third baseman Quade Carver leads it off. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and a run scored today. Takes ball 1. Carver hitting .338 on the season. Takes a breaker in the dirt. He has 11 homers and 35 RBIs. Laces one foul over the bullpen of the Dyersburg State Eagles. Stutz back out there, but Sam Barnes ready in the pen. Stutz gets a swing and a miss on a slow breaking ball. Bennett Stutz has done all he can do. He's put up zeros since the 2nd. Another slow breaker. Carver can't stay back. Comes up empty. 1 out.
Now batting number 12, Samuel Formby.
Four strikeouts now for Bennett Stutz. Backdoor breaker, clipping the outside corner for strike 1. Heavy dose of breaking balls. As we get deep into the lineup.
Come on.
Line drive laced into the right center gap. Byers does a good job of chasing that one down to get it in quickly and keep Formby at second base with a stand-up double. Nice job by the Eagles to run the double cut there and the trailer by Diffie. Formby now 1 for 3 with a run scored. He stands on second. Hank Adams now with 1 out. Adams 0 for 1, swings and misses at the first offering from Stutz. Adams laid down a bunt, moved up the runners in a sacrifice fashion, bounced out to short, walked and was caught stealing. Breaking ball down and away. No offer. Adams hitting .317 with 3 homers and 20 RBIs in 82 at-bats. Runners on the move.
Out. Out. Call that. Oh, my.
And he steals third base.
It's crazy.
Possible interference by the batter, but no call by the home plate umpire there. So Formby steals third. Formby. Fly ball lifted, and that should get a run in. As that one's deep enough, Strain will catch it and just get it back in. Nice at bat by Adams. He gets an RBI and a sacrifice fly. 2 outs. Stolen base looming large there. Second sac fly of the game for Cleveland State, as they've done a good job manufacturing runs. First pitch to Jordan Smith, a slider off the plate. 7 to 3 now, Cleveland State. Fastball on the white line, called a strike. Strike zone appeared to be opening up a bit. We get into the latter innings. Smith 0 for 1 with a strikeout. been hit and scored and walked as well. He takes ball 2. Swing and a miss on a slow slider. 2-2 now here with 2 outs. Bennett Stutz continues to make pitches. Over 100 pitches now. This should be his last inning. Inside curveball breaks around the plate, and the count's 3-2 here with 2 outs. 7-3, Cleveland State leading Dyersburg State in the top of the 7th. Breaking ball laced foul. The 3-2 again, slow overhand curveball, and a fly ball lifted to hold and strain. Jordan Smith's retired. But the Cougars get a run on 1 hit. No errors and no runners left. 7-3, Cougars lead Dyersburg State as they'll send up Diffie, Phillips, and Belt in the bottom of the 7th. Wyatt Diffie takes a called strike to begin the bottom of the 7th. The next pitch is an inside breaking ball. Sun trying to peek out here in Dyersburg. Temperatures 63 and cloudy, partly cloudy. Change up, fouled into the mid of the catcher. One-two now. Breaking ball inside. .84 pitches now for Suggs. 57 of those strikes. He surrendered 6 hits as that one misses badly and gets to the backstop. 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 of those earned, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Sitting at 90 strikeouts for the season. Change up, swung on and missed. One out and 9 strikeouts now for Suggs. Armour still throwing in the Cleveland State pen as Suggs approaching the end of his day.
Good. Well, I'm bad.
Dylan Phillips tries to drag bunt for a hit. but that one hooks foul. Good attempt by the catcher Phillips there. If you miss, you miss foul. The next offering from Suggs is fouled away. And chases one off the plate for strike 3. And Phillips has the hat trick.
Number 27, Sam Belt.
Sam Belt now with 2 outs. He struck out and walked. Like Samuel Barnes getting hot. I would say that Bennett Stutt's day is over. Belt fouls a breaking ball back to the screen. Good fastball just below the knee for ball 1. Overhand curveball drops in there. We count 1 and 2 here with 2 outs. Sam Belt. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball in the dirt. Belt is tagged out. And Suggs strikes out the side in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left for the Eagles as they trail 7-3. Severance, Reed, and Sargent in the 8th coming up. Coach Cooper going is called on.
Now batting number 1, Nate Simmons.
Right-hander Samuel Barnes, his 20th appearance, 21st appearance, all in relief. 32 2/3 innings, 50 hits, 29 runs, 28 earned, 11 walks, 24 strikeouts with a 7.71 ERA. A bullpen game now. First pitch to Nate Severance. A check swing and no swing, says the first base umpire. Looping liner down the left field line, just missing the line, called a foul ball.
What a foul.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't very much. It's gonna start pouring.
Final line on Bennett Stutz. 7 innings pitched, 6 hits, 7 runs all earned, 6 walks, 4 strikeouts.
Like, the ladies, they can't put that, put it on pause. They have to wait.
Wind picking up a bit here. Rain just outside the area. We'll be lucky to get this one done without a delay.
This course of this, I'm gonna ask. This one is
2-1 now. Here with nobody out, the top of the 8th. Sweeper from Sam Barnes. Little crossfire action. 3/4 arm slot action. Tough on the righties. 2-2's the count. Breaker down and away. Clouds looking ominous here. Some of the fans start to scatter for the parking lot.
Here's the money box. We went ahead and shut it down because everybody.
3-2 fastball in on the hands. Jams the hitter. Severance. He fouls it back. The 3-2. Fouled away again. Severance has an RBI, sac fly. Takes that one up and away for ball 4. Good at bat
now batting number
by
2,
Severance.
John Reed.
He bunted for a hit in his previous at bat as well. So he's caused problems today for Dyersburg State. Top of the order and shortstop, John Reed. He's 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Pick to first. Severance back in there. Long look at the runner at first. Barnes comes set. Runner's on the move. Good throw by Phillips, just a bit high. And the runner's in there. So Severance steals second base as he's shown off a variety of ways to help his team today with a sac fly and an RBI, a bunt single, a walk, a stolen base. Slider clips the outside corner for strike 2. Oh, 2 from Barnes, right in there, and John Reed is rung up. Obviously guessing there.
Now batting number 8, Nolan Sargent.
1 out for Nolan Sargent here with a base open. He's 3 for 4 today.
What are you saying? I was gonna say,
Inside heater, clipping the corner at the belt for strike 1, and Sargent didn't like the call. Ground ball to the right side, fielded by Belt, playing behind the bag, and he throws out Sargent. Still 6-3.
Now batting number 27.
Evan Leonard with a base open. Wind really picking up now. 2 outs. A runner at third for Evan Leonard. Sweeper missing down and away for ball 1. One-0 fastball, outside corner, evens the count. Good pitch by Barnes to get the swing and a miss, and he's ahead 1-2. Arm angle tough on the right-handed hitters. Sweeper gets away from Phillips, and that'll be a wild pitch and a run. So Cleveland State manufactures another run. A walk and a stolen base. And then a wild pitch. 2-2, swing and a miss. And that does it for the top part of the 8th. Cleveland State scratches another run. They get a run on no hits. No errors and no runners left. 8-3, Cleveland State leads. Bottom of the 8th. Be the top of the order in Williamson, Byers, and Strain for Dyersburg State coming up. Bottom of the 8th, 8-3, Dyersburg State trails. Jordan Williamson goes after the first pitch from the new right-hander, J.C. Armour. Armour, 6'4" sophomore from Ringgold, Georgia, played at Heritage. Armour in his 18th appearance. He has 5 starts. He's 2-2 with 36 1/3 innings pitched. Williamson caps one to the third baseman. Nice play by Carver. And Williamson's retired. 36 in the third innings, 49 hits, 22 runs, 18 earned, 15 walks, 27 strikeouts with a 4.46 ERA. One out for Brady Byers. He struck out twice and singled and scored. And he's quickly in the hole 0-1. Byers hits a one-hopper to the shortstop, John Reed. 6-3 put out. And there's 2 outs, and Dyersburg State down to their final 4 outs. Hold and Strain in the box here with 2 outs. He's 2 for 2 with a run scored. And he takes strike 1. Next pitch bounces, hits the home plate umpire. Followed by a pitch up and away. 2-1 now to Hold and Strain. Big overhand curveball for strike 2. So 2-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. 8-3 Cleveland State leading. Slider down and in, hits Hold and Strain on the front foot, and he's on base for the 2nd time in a row via the hit by pitch. Duke Samples will hit with 2 outs and a runner at first. He's 0 for 2 with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. First pitch in there to Duke Samples for strike 1. Samples open stance. Pick to first. Nothing doing. The 0-1, long look, hold at first. High breaking ball. Samples comes in today hitting .306. One pitch is in there on the outside corner. Count 1-2 now with 2 outs. Strain probably not running down 5. Another long hold. Slide step. Strain was moving on the pitch, but Sample swings through it, and that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Dyersburg State down to their final 3 outs, trailing 8-3 as we move to the top of the 9th inning. McKnight, Carver, and Formby for Cleveland State coming up.
Now batting number 16, Nelson McKnight.
Left-hander Nelson McKnight leads things off here in the top of the 9th. Temperatures have dropped. The wind's picked up. Light rain here in Dyersburg, but we play through. It's Cleveland State looking to get back on the bus and get back to East Tennessee here with a conference win and a series win. Winner of this game today takes the series as the 1-0 in there for a strike. Simanis did his job yesterday and ensured the split of the doubleheader. But Cleveland State been in control since the 2nd inning of the 9-inning game today. Foul ball lifted back to the backstop, gets out of play, and McKnight in the hole 1-2. Right-handed action in Cleveland State's bullpen. Swinging a drive to deep right field. Strain and Byers converging on it. Strain calls off Byers and handles that. McKnight is handled for the first out of the inning. We give Quade Carver a chance. Infield swings around to the pull side. And he lifts one into left field. Turner squeezes that.
Now batting number 12, Samuel Formby.
Left-hander Samuel Formby will get a chance here. He scored 2 runs today, has a stolen base and a double. 1 for 3 officially. He goes after the first pitch sweeper from Samuel Barnes. Swings and misses. Another off-speed pitch fouled into the catcher's mitt and quickly 0-2 on Formby. Correction, Formby. As I continue to mess up that young man's last name. He's played well enough to remember his name. Wind blowing left to right now. Barnes dots one down and away, but called a ball. Great competitive pitch there. The dugout loved that one. The 1-2 is Dyersburg State needing some momentum. Strikeout to end the inning could get them going. No charge timeout in offensive conference there, as the old dirt in the eye trick worked. High fly ball to shallow center field.
Oh my God.
And the wind knocks that one down, as Belt probably had the best play. Hold and strain, charging hard, but another blooper that falls in front of him.
Now batting number
Formby will be credited with a single.
Bro,
That's
all
Sam
on
should
Sam,
have paid
bro.
attention to the runner right there. He got it up too. So,
He literally just held it and watched the man slide into the
yeah. That's like 2 errors.
Formby reaches second, so we'll give him a double on that play. The first pitch that Hank Adams sees is lifted into left center field. Hold and strain settles under it. And 3 outs. No runs on a hit. No errors and a runner left. Dyersburg State trailing by 5 as we head to the bottom of the 9th. Vaughn, Turner, and Diffie coming up. Connor Vaughn to lead things off here in the bottom of the 9th. Dyersburg State needs 5 to answer and stay. Right-hander J.C. Armour still out there.
Yeah.
And he drops a breaking ball in there and gets a swing and a miss from Connor Vaughn to start his at-bat. Vaughn singled, bounced out to second, drove in a run with that one, and struck out. So 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI. Swings and misses there. He's in the hole 0-2. Fastball up and away, gets to the backstop. One, 2 to Connor Vaughn. Missing downstairs. He's even the count at 2. Braden Turner waiting on deck. The 2-2. Right down the middle, and Connor Vaughn guessing there is rung up.
Now, number 25, Braden Turner.
Turner 1 for 3 with a 2 RBI single back in the 6th. Covington High School product. Catcher, outfielder, takes fastball upstairs for ball 1. Turner upright in the box, down on the knob, takes a hearty hack, comes up empty. Good sweeper in there from Armour for strike 2.
Just swing. Just swing at it. Hit it. Hit it. Just swing.
Breaking ball in the dirt. Good block. The catcher Smith. Count even at 2-2 with 1 out. Fastball dotted down and away, but on the white line and called outside. And Braden Turner's worked the count to full. Fastball knee high, right down the middle, and Turner is rung up to his disbelief. Three strikeouts now for Armour. Dyersburg State down to their final out. Wyatt Diffie in the box. Fastball right in there for strike 1. If Diffie can extend the game, we'll have a pinch hitter, it appears, on deck. Fastball clips him. And indeed, we will. Cannon Clapp has grabbed a bat, and he'll get a chance to hit here. So Clapp will pinch hit for Phillips, who was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Coach Goin goes to his bench after Wyatt Diffie is hit by the pitch here with 2 outs in the 9th. Clapp takes a breaking ball upstairs. Clapp, the son of first base coach for the St. Louis Cardinals, Stubby Clapp, played at Hardin County in Savannah. So Clapp's worked the count to 3-0. Down 5 he'll be taking here. Sam Belt waiting on deck. Fastball in there, automatic. "3-1 here with 2 outs. Right in there for strike 2. And Wyatt Diffie will be on the move. 3-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th, 8-5, or 8-3 correction. Dyersburg State needing 5. The pitch, swing and a miss, and that ends the game. Dyersburg State, no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left. Cleveland State wins the series, and they'll run their record to 31-17 and 21-6 in conference action. Dyersburg State falls to 16-28 and 10-17 in conference action. Cleveland State, 8 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. Dyersburg State, 3 runs on 6 hits and no errors. Thanks for joining us here today at Dyersburg State and Jeff Agee Field. The Eagles lose 8-3. Be back in action next week. The next broadcast, I believe, should be the Roane State series and the final conference series of the season next weekend. This is David Ray signing off. Thanks for joining us, folks. Until next time.